it's kind of like long overdue, you know.
Facts, bro.
Actually, this is the very first time ever. It's like I've known you for like
a minute, bro. It feels like forever, bro. You know, the energy that we have is like on the same frequency, brother. For real. Yeah.
we dabble in this similar, you know, subject matters. Besides martial art, anime.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, MeccaGodZilla, Teck-Zilla. So yeah, I mean, this is wow. Anyway, you guys, welcome to the Experience Podcast, TEx Podcast, TEx Podcast, and today I have a very good friend of mine, someone I also look up to, and inspiration. I mean, there's so many things I can go into, but let's just start with you, man.
Yeah.
In the building.
Yeah, love and light, everyone. It's MeccaGodZilla, music producer, MC, born in Brooklyn, raised in Strong Island. I live in Brooklyn. And yeah, man, Tech, it's an honor to be here. It's also an honor to see you grow as an artist, brother. Like, I've been following it, bro. Your production is crazy. Your beats are crazy, bro. You're a beast.
From you, man. I really do. But I mean, let me just get back on topic, because this is about you now. You know, like I want to know more about you. So let's start from the beginning. Like, how did it all start?
Oh man, my parents moved me and my sister to Long Island when we were super young, and we had to go to a babysitter's house as my parents would work, and the babysitter's eldest son was fully immersed in the hip-hop community. So he would come with the cardboard after school, and he would teach us hand styles, like how to write quote-unquote graph, and we learned how to write and dance, you know. So Planet Rock was like the first thing that I danced to as a kid, you know. And then from there, hip-hop has always been in me. Growing up through like the late 80s and 90s, I used to love to dance, play sports. I got into martial arts also in elementary, and all of that stuff, you know, like hip hop is self-expression. So once I took a big leap into music production, etc., like all of these elements just come out in the music, you know, from childhood, you know, like they just, I don't know, forever young and forever expressing those things that I love, you know. So, but yeah, the babysitter's crib when I was like 4 or 5 years old is how I got introduced to hip hop, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like super young. Like you pretty much grew up with hip hop around you. So like, there's no denying. Yeah. You know. It's like everywhere.
Yes.
Like, yeah. What tuned you into production though? Like, I know you rap. What made you decide to like, hey, I want to make beats?
Oh man. In 96 to 98, I'm a visual artist, right? So the entire time, like I was telling you, I learned how to write there, but I also got nice drawing. So I've always been drawing. I've been arguably the best in my class. My art teacher made me get private lessons outside of school because I was nice. And shouts to Judy Almer from Hanna-Barbera, who trained me how to be even better, you know? Fast forward, by the time I got to college, I just started realizing engineering wasn't for me, you know? And while I'm in class, I'm writing poems. Not rhymes yet, but poems. Fast forward, I get back to New York City, and I'm just working these really tough jobs. UPS is not an easy job, man. That's a tough job. And I would listen to Dilla and RZA over and over and over and over again. And Dilla, I would say Dilla may have been the inspiration for me to want to produce. And I studied RZA and Dilla. So in the year 99, I got some software called Dance EJ. It was like $30 at the time. And then Yo, Tech, you know about that, bro?
I don't Dance EJ. Yep. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like many years later, but I remember having that software. It's like one of the first softwares.
Yo, it was kind of limited, but so powerful. You know what I'm saying? So I started experimenting there, and I would study Timberland, RZA, Dilla, and Pharrell. I studied them religiously, like how to keep an underground gritty style, but also how to pay attention to the commercial market too. And yeah, so 99 is when I kind of got started in production. And that's, the backstory behind that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Also, I mean, you were a part of a group. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. At least,
yeah.
You're not just like a random guy on the street. Like, you are like really in the game.
Oh man, thank you, brother. Yeah. So around that time as well, when I'm working with, UPSs, again, props to all the cats that work that job. I was loading these trucks in the winter, man. That is not for the faint of heart, bro. That's a hard job, but you get built. But anyway, I was taking mathematics classes at Hunter College, and my brother Omawale had the Hip Hop Advocates Club. The Hip Hop Advocates Club, we would meet once a week and just talk about like social political issues related to hip hop on the radio. This is a time when Dead Prez Let's Get Free came out, Ghostface, Supreme Clientele era, but the radio wasn't playing these songs, you know what I'm saying? They were playing like songs that did not represent New York energy fully. No disrespect to all the other New Yorkers on the radio, but it wasn't balanced. Mos Def was not really getting play outside of Miss Fat Booty, which is crazy. Anyway, and Talib was not getting any burn on major radio at all. Anyway, we built a hip hop union called the Grassroots Artists Movement, and that got artists free healthcare, free legal advice, free dental, and we were advocating for more radio play. So we went head to head with the industry, and they try to absorb us, you know what I'm saying? Wow. So process of doing that, I'm head of promotion, and I reached out to the Monster Island Czars website that was run by X-Ray. At the time, the group was so mysterious. I was listening to Operation Doomsday, and I loved the song Who You Think I Am. I was like, bruh, there's a whole universe. Like, so I reached out to them. X-Ray's like, yeah, we out here, you know what I'm saying? In Long Island, like Queens and Long Island. I'm like, word, come to the union meeting. X-Ray sent Rodan, Kong, and I think it was Kamacaris. It was 3 of them. And I met Rodan. He was, at the time, Rodan and Inspector Deck were my favorite MCs in the #1 position, right? I gave Rodan a CD, and I just was like, I told him like, bro, you my favorite, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, peace. And he broke out. 3 weeks later, he hit me up and he's like, yo, Ravage, because my old name is Ravage. He gave me the name MeccaGodZilla. He's like, Rav, I recorded 3 songs to your joints and I just wrapped my album. You got to come to the studio. Go to the studio. And Rodan, he finished Theophany, the Book of Elevations, and he just had me around the cypher with X-Ray. And every time he went to the studio at X-Ray's crib, he's just like, yo, Rav, come through. Let's go over there. You know what I'm saying? And I got to meet, Megalon, Kong, Spiga, Kamacaris, and they became my brothers. You know what I mean? So I am a former member of the Monster Island Czars. It was like 2003 to 2008, around that time, 5 years. And it was a beautiful journey being with, I gotta just show this on camera, my brother Rodan. Shouts to the guard Rodan, you know what I mean? But thanks for asking, bro. Thank you for asking.
People need to know, because you can't just leave that part out, because it's part of character development, pretty much.
Facts. That's a great way of putting it, bro.
Yeah, because we all go through different processes, in life, and different stages. Because I mean, at the time, like that, the era you mentioned, like that was my formative era as well, because I was listening to MF Doom, to Mad Villain a lot. As a matter of fact, like Mad Villain kind of like reshaped the way I listen to hip hop.
Wow, that's powerful, bro.
It is. So in a way, we kind of like similar,
that kind
of thing.
Agreed.
yeah, Doom really reshaped the way I see, like, look at making music, listening to hip hop and all that at the time.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
Also, you mentioned Omawale.
Yes.
I don't know him personally, but I know there's a time he was in Nigeria back then.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in Nigeria for like the grassroots movement.
Yes.
And because there was like a chapter in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think it was Fleet Militant. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Like I knew Fleet Militant.
What?
Yeah, I knew Fleet. Yeah.
Yo, I'm speechless, Tech. What? Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a part of the history. Bro, it's like a whole universe. Like at the time, holy, bro, I'm just hearing you say that. I'm like, I'm gonna chill for right now, but bro, that's super touching, bro. That's crazy that you know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, because I still remember when he died, and my boy just called me, was like, "Yo," I was like on the road,
Wow.
I just got the call, and I was still building with Fleet Militant. I didn't really know him per se, but like another member of my crew was like really close to him, So it really, like we're actually getting ready to really build on something when he died. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It really, threw a lot. It was really, I mean.
Yeah. Is it in the future? Is it okay that we build about that privately? Because
separately, yeah.
I really would like to talk to you about that, man. Like, our work in activism is super important, and sometimes it's a little confusing when like such powerful members ascend, So I love that you know about it, bro, and that you were around it, kind of, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, I had the T-shirt. Like I was able to get the T-shirt at the time,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was kind of like part of the movement in a way. Like,
bro, this is crazy.
I was part of the movement, and shout outs to everyone, like the people that introduced me to the movement. Though, rest in peace, Fleet Militant. Shout outs to YZ, Mr.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you. That's a whole different thing,
I gotta tell Omawale. I'm gonna share this with Omawale. This is beautiful, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
Ooh.
It is a small world, That's why I kind of like connected with you, though. Like besides the Zilla thing,
right?
we do have like a lot of. It's like a 6 degrees of separation.
Facts. Yeah, this is eye-opening. What you just shared is like what? It's like literally 1 degree, like 2 degrees now. Like that's crazy. Yeah.
So like just tell me a bit about like your experience in the music industry, like struggles, like what did you have to like overcome? Did you sign to a major label? Like how was your process like moving?
Yeah, I think we just kind of spoke about the first tier. My introduction to music business was building a nonprofit union as a college kid to go at the industry. So I was on that side, you know what I mean? Because in New York, we just have vibes, borough to borough. Long Island has its own vibe. And the music, I was hearing the music in the studio off radio, but radio and TV would not show what we're doing. And those cats that are like championing the culture now on major radio, Hot 97, 105.1. Back then it was also BLS and KISS. Them cats, like in different iterations, them cats was not playing our records, B. And it ain't no shade, but it's just the truth. Like, don't like stand up for the shit now when you were part of like a 20-year clip of killing New York sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, that was my first entry point. I was always independent. I ran with Rodan a lot. And I also was a part of a label that was distributing like a lot of independent projects, also affiliated with the group that I was just building about. And at the label, I was in charge of like doing shows and assisting with graphic design and stuff like that. So my sister Azar taught me a lot about distribution and how to call and sell records, etc. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm in the group, I'm getting also this coaching on how to run a label. So I made my own label in 2011 by that time. And it's just an independent imprint. I put out a few projects, mostly hip hop joints. And I would just say, like, challenge wise, I think we're all on different levels of, like, different parts of the spectrum when it comes to communication, and we're also on different parts of the spectrum when it comes to spirituality. So, like, if you're growing in a direction that aligns more with light energy as opposed to, like, darkness, and darkness is not black, you know, melanin is great, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going towards, like, an evil pivot of, like, egotism, or I don't know, but anything that's related to that stuff, like, just to get clout, I'm not really in alignment with. So I think the biggest challenge that I've been facing for the last maybe 14 years is finding people that are spiritually centered in order to, like, amplify light energy through music, because music is healing. We're seeing it being used to, like, corral and corrupt the minds of young Black folks globally. You know, I think if there's a balance in messaging, then it's good. Like, let people get the ratchet stuff, but also give them access to the water. You know what I'm saying? So I think overall, brother, that's the challenge for me. It's just kind of finding the like-minded ones globally that want to amplify light energy. That's a little bit tough, you know?
Gotcha. I mean, that's a very perfect way to put it, because I know you did some work in where, again, like, you went to Africa, right?
Oh yes.
You need to talk about that.
You, brother. Damn. So I'm a part of Next Level USA, and it's a hip hop program where we go to disenfranchised communities for 2 weeks and we build a hip hop academy. We learn from the youth that are there, because hip hop is everywhere, and we learn from what they're doing, and then we give them tools to amplify in entrepreneurship, expression, and conflict resolution. Like, so there's some spots that socially are going through stuff and people may not know how to communicate with tools, so we give them tools on how to get the point across without starting a major beef, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was in Malawi October and November, and I was leading a team. Queen Gabby was doing Detroit Jit, Nosy 42 was doing graffiti, DJ Hopper was the beat maker, Master Mensch videographer, Polaris the MC. And it was like 2 women in the elements, the rest were brothers. We collabed with the community, and we just gave them a ton of inspiration to kind of use the internet to touch the world. You know, Malawi's economy was really struggling. It's amazing. I'm gonna get at Europe and the US and all these other countries that are there, saying that they have these mining expeditions and they'll be there forever, and they'll keep reporting, oh, we didn't find anything. But it's like, bro, when I stepped off the airplane, I can feel the minerals, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all are digging deep and you didn't find nothing. But, like, come on, B. I'm not, you know? So I look forward to Africa getting Europe up out of there, B. You know what I'm saying? Get the US up out of there too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love doing that work with the kids. I think I'm 46 now. As I get older, it's just beautiful to give back, but also learn. Like, these kids are taking things. I learned about Champoteka Chimanga. I think that's what it's called. Champoteka Chimanga. It's like a 4/3 rhythm, a God rhythm that many Africans know through the drum. And we're like, mix that in hip hop. Put that in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, brother. Yes. Yeah, thanks for asking about Africa, bro. Yeah,
I need to bring that up because, you know, I do go back there every now and then. I did a few workshops in Togo,
wow,
and Ghana, because I mean I'm in the breakdancing world pretty much.
Do you also break, brother?
Break?
Okay.
I tried, but I'd rather just leave it to the professionals. Like, I just make the beats. And I do workshops on, like, how to infuse African elements into b-boying and So it's
Oh my God.
another way of learning, working with the community, working with kids, working with disenfranchised people, and giving back.
This is Teck. Are you kidding? I gotta ask you more about this too.
For real. Like I think because when you mentioned everything, like all the work, I think using hip hop, because at the end of the day, you need to use the element, the culture, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, it's still anchored on the culture itself.
Yes.
So now we're trying to make it, trying to use it to empower people.
Yes. Yes.
So,
wow.
Yeah. Still the same, we on the same wavelength, we're on the same frequency, right?
Yo, props, brother. Props, man. Yeah.
So could you give me like any stories, like any random stories like you had in the industry? It's just random stuff. I just need because we've been serious, we need to be,
Yeah. Before I pivot there, just letting the community know the same work that Teck and I were just talking about. I did similar work with Nepal and Uzbekistan. So I did get to go out to Nepal. No, I didn't. We did virtual in Nepal, and I went to Uzbekistan, Central Asia. And it's beautiful to see community to community, the similarities of challenges and the similarities of skill level. These kids are amazing. To answer your question, this is a good story. So I went to Japan 8 times, and there was one trip, I extended my trip to like 5 weeks, and I was running so low on cash. It was crazy. I actually showed up. I showed up to a festival in Japan with $60 in my pocket.
Wow.
I'm in Japan with $60. But I was on a manifestation kick where I was speaking life. So I was like, it's gonna pop. It's going to pop, $60 in my pocket, $5 meals, not a game, My trip ended up being 5 weeks, and one of my friends was like, Mecca, can you rap 16 bars during my set? I think we were in Ginza. She's like, yo, come through. I'm singing. It's like some upscale people. Just come through, and can you just like guest? So I brought my beatboxer Chusei with me, and this sister name is Michelle. She was destroying the mic, son. Like beautiful songstress voice, and then she asked me to pop in. I spit my little 16. It's like mixed with Japanese language. Chusei was beatboxing. The crowd went crazy. I get off stage, and I think it was the brother named Carl. I just met Carl, and he's like, yo, we have a opening of Armani Exchange Friday. It's in 2 days. Like, we have a little bit of a budget. Can you come rap at our show? And I was like, how much time do you need me to rap for? He's like, maybe 8 minutes. And I was like, all right, no doubt. Like, what type of bread you talking about? And he was like, $1,500. I was like, yeah, I think I could do it. Inside, I'm like, what? So yeah, they got us the bullet train ticket. I got Chusei to go with me, my beatboxer, and we did like the opening of the Kobe store of Armani Exchange, man. And bro, stuff like that is magic, bro.
Sick.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, let's quickly just jump into the topic of martial arts quickly. I mean, because it could be a long one, but I can't really make it long. But
respect.
You know how it is. Like we've been going back and forth.
Well, then, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm listening, brother. I'm listening. My bad.
Like, how did you get into it? Like, what made you get into it?
Okay. There's like a 2-part answer. I'll say this. When Japanese karate came to Brooklyn in the 1960s, when it came to the US, one of the first cities that Kyokushin from Master Oyama came to was Brooklyn. The other one was out west. There was only 2 schools. So my uncle started training in the Kyokushin school in the 60s. When my dad came back from the war, Vietnam, my uncle got him into the Kyokushin school. So my uncle and dad was training Kyokushin. It's literally in my genetics before I got here. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to like 78, I was born. 84, I needed to be 6 to get into the dojo. So I got in, I think when I was 7. Yeah, second grade. So I've been training in the dojo like second grade all the way up to like junior in high school. That's like age 16, and then on and off from there, you know, in adulthood. And my uncle is still teaching. My uncle Derek is again first generation Kyokushin student, and yo, he looks like he's 50. He's still faster than me, and he's just dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And he actually studied Wing Chun and Aikido, so he trains Aikido, and he's showing me privately how to mix in Kyokushin with Aikido. So it looks like Jason Bourne style martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like Krav Maga style.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, bro. Like the way he breaks down the science of what Aikido is. Last point, he's training Aikido like sword style, like imagine if you're a samurai and you lose the sword. And he's telling us back then the samurai, when they lost the sword, would use the daitaru to like put people down, and it's a killing art, you know what I'm saying? So Aikido is the non-killing version of that, you know what I'm saying? So he is showing me like if I have to put extra sauce to like break stuff, you know, not necessarily kill.
Yeah.
Like a zombie apocalypse or people want to be like cyborgs, then yeah, off with your head, you know what I'm saying? But it's dope to kind of learn just an advanced style of like basic Aikido, you know? So
Dope.
Yeah. How about yourself, brother? Can I ask you? I know it's about me, but I get, you know.
I mean, you can, you know, I did karate when I was like little.
Yeah.
Went off. Then I went into Wushu Kwan, which is weird. It's kind of like a weird mix, you know. They don't really like making videos of the katas. It's prohibited. You can never find the katas online.
Wow.
It's pretty weird. So I switched from Wushu Kwan to full Taekwondo.
Ooh, respect. Wow.
And Tang Sudo. So, and Tang Sudo is kind of like karate. Yeah, I mean, technically. Technically, no matter what they tell you, Tang Sudo is karate.
Wow.
It's just a Korean version of karate. It's still the same. So I mix. Those are the two disciplines I'm into right now. I did Wing Chun as well. My older brother did Wing Chun for like for many years. He's still doing it. Wing Chun and Aikido, and you know, I just mixed the two. I do like Wing Chun, but like I can only put my mind on specific things. You know, like I can't do everything. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah. So I just focus on Taekwondo and Tang Sudo. Because I just want to be light on my feet. I want to be nimble. I want to be able to move fast. So I focus on my training, you know, core training, stretching, kicking, those type of things. And of course, some strength training as well, but mostly trying to be fast.
Yo, they always say speed generates power. You know what I'm saying? So I love that, bro. Yeah. I love Yes.
So, yeah, pretty much. Also, what do you think about the media though, like the music industry over the years? Like, but you like changes, like the trends, changing in like the way people listen to music, the way the music industry is right now, like from the day. Because I mean, the '90s was so different. Yeah,
man. Yeah, media first. I give thanks for platforms like The Word is Bond. Man, thank y'all so much, man. Because it's a mix of everything that's just dope, you know. Hip hop media, man. You know, I was building about the DJs earlier. Them dudes fronted, man. There was some, like, I love Caliban, Pete Rock, and DJ Marley Marl. Shouts to y'all for Future Flavors, and also Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito, man. And there's a few other independent New York radio stations that were really playing our joints, man. But for all the top tier folks, man, them cats fronted, man. I don't care about getting blackballed, B. Y'all cats fronted, you know what I'm saying? And you like single-handedly swayed the opinion of culture, man, that just isn't ours, to where like the MC's here, they're just rediscovering lyricism. You know what I'm saying? They're rediscovering the boom bap sound, you know, which is like, how did we steer so, like, New York is not, you know what I mean? Like, New York is a culmination of that culture, but like the way it went for like a good 15 years was tough. When it comes to the journalists, I don't like that hip hop platforms want you to pay to feature. Like, where are the real journalists that are willing to break certain artists, you know what I'm saying, careers? Like, there's so many sisters in rap that get no burn at all, that are better than 90% of the men and just as great as the other 10%. Why are folks not writing about them? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, and write real stories. I don't want like the cut and paste, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was an era when Two Dope Boys was really popping. I'm gonna get up, this is like my last point. Two Dope Boys was really popping. And I remember if they posted, it would be like 10 other blogs would post the same exact wording. And I'm like, the cut and paste shit? Like, yes, cut and paste from the press release and just tweak a little, but like, don't copy the same exact post. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. So that part of hip hop journalism is tough for me. And Tech, I think there was one more part of the question. Like, was it the sound, or like how did you phrase the question? Like,
the way, like, the listening habits, like how people listen to music.
This was I think one thing is, as artists, we want people to hear it. So I remember RZA said something along the lines of, as long as the masses hear it, you know what I'm saying, it's good, paraphrasing. And it's just the real heads will support, you know what I'm saying? But the goal is to get the music out there. So platform like Spotify, Beyond, you know, Tidal, whatever, is good. But I think artists just need to be clear. It's like a promotional tool. Like, the only thing I fault Spotify for is they used to have a chat and they removed the chat. So it's like, artists need to be able to communicate directly with fans. I don't care about the vanity metrics. I care about, is this person for real or are they a bot? You know? So like, bot streams is corny. Not being able to talk directly to fans that are streaming is corny. I would love for there to be like tangible merch that comes back. But either way, it's beautiful to have these tools and not necessarily deal with the bureaucracy of like DJs not playing your stuff. You can kind of go direct to the fans now, depending on keywords, etc. I still don't know how I feel about it. It's just a weird position watching like old platforms die off and then the streaming pops off. Artists not being treated fairly with streaming. Hopefully that will change. But I think I'll wrap with this. I love what my comedy's doing. I love what Rome Streets, my cousin Mayhem is doing. Shout out to my cousin Mayhem, much love and light. And Rock Marciano, like, there's just a lot more of using streaming tools but selling direct to fan that's working for them, you know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful to see, especially Rock and Mock Comedy. Mock Comedy, it sells at a boutique price, you know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful to see like $777 to get vinyl, and that's the price, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Haiti, blah, blah, blah. And the same for Rock, you know? So yeah, it's Tech. I don't know how I feel about it. I know I'm not happy about streaming and the listening methods, but last sentence, I would love for people that love music to just understand the importance of getting like tangible music, because streaming may not be here forever. I know electricity may not be here forever. Canada was threatening to cut off our lights, but get something tangible, you know, because music in the cloud is weird, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need tangible vinyl sometimes, you know? So that's my answer to it, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you really summed it up real nice, you know, like giving us different perspectives regarding like the music, how people should find and digest it. So
yeah,
you have anything else to add to that? You know, like you summed it up. Like that's pretty much how I feel, you know. We can't rely on the present, you know, like
yeah,
cloud all the time. Like we need we need to feel it, like, because I remember growing up in the 90s, like, you could feel the music, like you had it.
Yes. Yeah.
We had the music with you. But now it's like,
yeah. I think the convenience of being able to skip through stuff in the cloud is also a little bit tough for me. I think when artists create a full piece, you know, EP or LP, it's a meal, you know. So like, yeah, I have my own playlist to work out, but like, I want to go through an entire Rome Streets project, you know what I'm saying, and just vibe straight through. I don't really want to skip. I want to listen to it. So I think I challenge music fans to do that. Like, get a hold of your dopamine, fix that, and listen straight through and get the vitamins and minerals in your body for what that is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Try to wrap it up. Like, so final words, thoughts, give us some gems.
Yeah, first of all, it's an honor to build with you, brother. Like, again, like seeing another spirit out there that's a martial artist, a music producer, super talented artist overall, visionary. Brother, like, I watched you really level up over the last like 6 years, and I'm like, bro, you had the remix competition, bro. I was like, yo, you had some heavyweights on that too, brother. Oh, yeah. And I guess final thoughts. I got a new music video called Dumb Down, and I'm not 100% sold with AI, but I used a tool in order to amplify light energy. So I encourage all folks, like, the advancement of tech can be a little bit scary. Not this tech, but the other tech. And man, just breathe through the evolution of what's happening. If you have moments where you can use tech to amplify light energy, do that. Don't let the top 10% scare you, you know? And just stay grounded spiritually. Listen to great artists, support great artists, try to stay grounded spiritually. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Take your shoes off and go walk in a grass field. Do that often, you know what I'm saying? And I would just say train, you know, like, we have no idea what might happen. So just try to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like, stay ready to be ready. Yeah. And last point. We can't really trust what we see anymore. AI got that great in the last 6 months to where we cannot trust what we see. So be careful what you see and be careful what you read online, and just kind of make spiritually anchored decisions and correct your thoughts. Like, steer away from hate and, you know, ground yourself in love, and just be careful what you see. Peace and love to Rodan. You know what I'm saying?
Love. Yeah. So love you. That was like the perfect outro right there.
Thank you, bro.
So chop it up. I'm gonna put it all out. Let people hear. You know, that's like very insightful. I do appreciate you coming through. I know it's early over there.
Yo, thank
you up early, like, yo, wake up, son.
Nah, it's cool. It actually wasn't bad. Like, it was perfect timing, brother. Perfect. Yeah.
Thanks again. We'll definitely do this. We'll do another, you know, like a part 2, part 3. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, can I like interview you for the part 2, bro? You know, I would love. Yeah.
Let's do that. That'll be dope, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave you.
Peace. Peace, bro.
Bless.
Peace.
Bless.